YouTube, what's good, YouTube? What is good? What is going on? Hopefully you guys are doing well and doing great out there. My Smell Good family. Hopefully everybody is experiencing positivity, positive energy, positive vibes, just positive everything out there in the world. Sincerely, you know how we give it up here on this channel, okay? So today, man, today I got a video, man, that I wasn't gonna do. But I was like, you know what? I just can't stop thinking about it. I just can't stop thinking about this. So why not? Now, I know we're in the off season. And what I mean by that is it's warm, it's hot. It's probably out of control hot where you live. But my favorite style of fragrances are the cold weather, gourmands, oudi, semi-sweet, probably overly sweet fragrances. That's just my go-to. And I've been collecting cold weather fragrances during the summer, getting ready for this coming fall and winter. So I thought to myself, man, what are some fragrances right now that you guys should at least be considering with the time of year that we're in? Okay, so I have 10 fragrances over here that I feel like right now, today, you should have these in your collection. Well, not all of them, but take something from this video and get ready for the cooler months, because before you know it, I don't know about y'all, but for me, time always flies. And we're already in July, and next thing you know, we'll be getting ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas. All right, so these are some fragrances to keep in mind as you guys get ready for the cold. So why not drop it now? It's fine, you know, it is what it is. Somebody out there in the future who's watching this video probably would appreciate it, so that's why we're doing it. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Up first from the house of Afnan. All right, we have one that is crazy. We have 9 p.m. Afnan's 9 p.m. Now, y'all know what this is by now. If not, I did a versus video on this fragrance versus what it's being cloned after, and that is Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultra Mall. But this one right here is fantastic. It's so good. Now, the big difference that you get between the two, between Ultra Mall and this one, is Ultra Mall has that pear note, which is great. The opening of Ultra Mall is an all-timer. But in this one, you get a green apple, all right? And to me, the green apple mixed in with the vanillas and everything else that's going on in this fragrance, it just fits better. This is the better performer, the better projector. It's just overall the better fragrance, okay? No slouch on Ultra Mall. But for me, 9 p.m. is definitely gonna be something that I am grabbing on a regular as soon as the cold weather makes its way back down here. So where I live in Florida, I'm up, you know, towards the Georgia line, so to speak, and we get that cold. We're in the 30s, man. Sometimes we get in the high 20s where I'm at. So I do get an opportunity to wear fragrances like this because we get some type of a winter up here, and this one is one I cannot wait to test. So up first from the house of Afnan, 9 p.m. All right. And this one is good pricing as well. You can get this one for 30, 40 bucks online. I would definitely look into it for sure. Afnan 9 p.m. All right, next up on the list, probably one of my favorites from last, I think it was last winter, last fall, one of my favorites for sure. This stuff is fantastic. From the house of Armani, we have Armani Cole's Profumo. Man, shout out to my homie Kev, man, from Frag Boys ENT. Now, I love the Absolute. I love it. It is fantastic. But I really love this. This stuff is so good, man. And I wore this a lot last winter. I wore it a lot. With this one here, you got, of course, you got that vanilla in here, slight leather note in here as well. It's just an excellent combination for the cold weather, and this is one that I would heavily consider. I think I seen on Fragrance Net that it's kind of discounted at an unnormal rate right now. So you're looking for it, at this time of year, go ahead and grab it. Might be able to save you a few dollars. I think overall retail for this one is around that 110, 120 mark, and it's worth every penny. So this is one on the list for sure, that if you're trying to get your cold weather collection together now in the summer, if you don't have this one, definitely look into Armani's Cold's Profumo. Big fan of this, big fan. All right, another one on my list to definitely heavily consider now before we get to the colder months. We have from the House of Boss, Hugo Boss. We have Hugo Boss's Absolute. Now this is from the scent line. This is from the scent line, and I have them all, man. Well, no, I don't. I have the EDT, I have Private Accord, and I have Absolute. I still don't have the Parfum concentration. I'm gonna get it, but I just don't have it just yet. But this one right here is a banger, man. I love Private Accord as well, but Private Accord for me is more centered around date nights and very close intimate settings. And this one is kind of like my all around. The EDT I wear sparingly. It smells great, but you get better from the Absolute and the Private Accord. But for the cold weather, this is kind of like this is versatile for me. I can wear this in the office, out on dates, hangouts, parties, or whatever. This is one that is really, really good. And as you can see, I put a decent dent in it last year as well, and I plan on continuing to put a dent in this. So you can get this for a real good price online for sure. I got all my discounters down below, man, that you guys can look this fragrance up at. All right, so again, this is another one that you consider for the cool weather for sure. From the House of Hugo Boss, we have Absolute. From the scent line, All right, next up, probably my most anticipated fragrance coming into this year, and I only got to wear it once, or I think I wore it twice, but this stuff is fantastic. From the House of Givenchy, we have, from the gentleman line, we have Reserve Privé. Now I was gonna go with the EDP, but I decided to go with this one because that whiskey note that's in here, that's accompanying that iris and giving you know, it's giving this chocolate accord, like the patchouli or cacao note that's in here. And cacao's not in here, but it definitely has a chocolatey vibe, and that whiskey is helping providing that with the other notes in this fragrance, man. But this stuff is a beauty. It is a beauty to have. Don't know if you can get this on discounters like that, but it's definitely readily available in all your malls, your Macy's, your Dillard's, your wherever you get fragrances from. This is readily available. This is a big dog scent to me, and man, it's definitely something I look forward to really pushing out as we get closer to the colder months. So from the House of Givenchy, the gentleman line, we have Reserve Privé. Great juice here. All right, moving along to one that I really fell in love with as we got later into the year last year. From the House of Maison Margiela, from the replica line, we have By the Fireplace. By the Fireplace. If you don't know about this replica line, you are missing out. It is one of the more unique lines in all of fragrance, where they actually take scenes, so to speak, where you got Jazz Fest, you got By the Fireplace, you got Under the Lemon Tree. You have a different situations, and this one is so realistic of a beautiful burning fire with chestnut and vanilla in the air of that beautiful burning fire. And this stuff is so unique. It is so unique, and it is so good. Now, there are many interpretations of this, even some clones of this, but listen, none of them compete to the real deal of By the Fireplace by Maison Margiela. All right, so this is one that is, if you want to set yourself apart, like seriously, you want to go all the way unique, this is probably the most unique fragrance I have in this list today. Definitely look into this one. From the House of Maison Margiela, we have Replicas By the Fireplace. Long lasting, very rich fragrance that you get from this here. Definitely one you want to consider having. All right, next up, from the House of Alexandria. Y'all know how I love Alexandria, and you know, Parfums de Marly is a great house, and we all know Layton. Layton is probably the most popular fragrance they have. Well, Alexandria did a super great job with getting so close from Parfums de Marly's Layton with this one. This is from Alexandria once again. This is Royal Equestrian. Now y'all know how I give it up, man. You want to save you a couple dollars? You want to save you a couple dollars and maybe spend 90 bucks on a 100 ml, or you want to spend 60 bucks on a 60 ml, or 40 bucks on a 40 ml? Go with this. Save you some money and get an excellent fragrance. This thing is so close. It is so close to laying. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You definitely get that minty, apple, vanilla type opening here, and this stuff is powerful. This is an extrait de parfum that Alexandria gives you, but for the cold weather months, man, I promise you I'm gonna wear this thing out. Now the thing is, I think I'm gonna get my first full bottle of Layton this year as well, but this is what I have right now, and even with Layton, I'm still gonna be wearing this one. So this stuff is potent, it is strong, it performs very, very well, and it is quality. It is quality. Don't sleep. If you don't want to spend that money on Parfums de Marly Layton, hey, it's cool. Go with Alexandra's Royal Equestrian. This stuff is just as good as Layton. You heard it here first. Again, Alexandria's, we can't get no focus. All right, let's get some focus now. Alexandria's Royal Equestrian. All right, moving on, we got 4 more to talk about. Now this right here is controversial, but I'm glad to have it. I required this in a trade earlier this year, and I didn't get a chance to wear it in the cooler months, but I look forward to wearing it for sure. From the house of Mancera, all right, we have Red Tobacco. Red Tobacco. This is probably the strongest fragrance that I own. This stuff is wild. You got some cinnamon, some leather, just ooh, you got some serious contenders in this bottle. I love the presentation. Look at that red. That red is so dope. So dope. You got that black and gold on the label. Just a dope overall presentation. But this stuff is strong. I can't wait to wear this. This is a masculine masterpiece for the cold weather. I've tested this on skin several times. The dry down on this thing is beautiful. That cinnamon and that oud and that vanilla lingering around on the skin, and I'm sure that it's making a beautiful scene out there in the cold weather when it returns, and I can't wait. I cannot wait for sure. So again, for all my guys who are looking for that masculine signature for this upcoming cold weather, I would definitely consider Mancera's Red Tobacco. Red Tobacco. All right, 3 more on the list. Now this one right here was another one that I went to a lot last year for sure. Got a decent dent in the juice as well. From the house of Azzaro. This stuff is one of the most popular ones out there. We got a 150 ml bottle of Want It by Night. Want It by Night. This is a unique DNA, and I absolutely love it. I think this is my favorite out of the line. I'm not really sure. I got to really get to know the parfum a little bit better. I have the I get the names mixed up, but you got Wanted by Night, the Most Wanted, and then you got the Most Wanted Parfum, all that. But this is the one that I went to, and you can't tell, but when I flip it over, I got a decent dent in there from last fall and last winter. But this stuff is just fantastic. Now this one right here is cheap online on discounters. Like I wouldn't go inside and pay retail for this. Now is it retail worthy? Sure, but you can get a great deal. This is a 150 ml bottle. You probably pay right around that $60 mark for 150 mLs, right around that $40 mark for 100 ml. So this is one definitely to consider for this upcoming cold. I love this stuff. From the house of Azzaro, we have Want It by Night. Want It by Night. All right, 2 more on the list. We got a Middle Eastern, and I could have made this whole list with straight Middle Easterns, man, and we'll talk about that at another day. But this stuff is crazy. From the house of Lattafa, we have Rockbott. Rockbott. Man, I love this bottle. I love the bottle. I love the presentation, but I love the juice even more. You got sugar, incense, slight oud in here, and vanilla. I'm gonna say it again. Sugar, like pure sugar, vanilla, incense, and oud are in this thing, and it is beautiful. It is beautiful. Now, Rockbott Wood Intense, and I'll talk about that later, is crazy. It's crazy. but I think this is the one for the masses. All right, this is a very sweet, sweet, dense, plentiful fragrance. It has a body, has depth. It does go through phases with this thing. And you can get this for cheap, man. You can get a full 100 mLs, man, for 30 bucks or even cheaper. Just depends on where you're shopping. This is one that's gonna get dented for sure. Now, I've already gave away a decant to this to one of my bros. Shout out Kev. And I think he already got him a bottle. I think he went and got him a bottle already. Didn't even get a chance to wear the decant and went ahead and got him a bottle. But this stuff is fantastic. From the house of Lattafa, we have Rockbott. Rockbott. All right, and last but not least, probably for me, the steal of all last year. The steal of all last year from the house of Michael Malloy, London, we have Jet Black Platinum. Jet Black Platinum. This stuff is wild. It puts you along the line of the Stronger With You line. Probably right there between that Intensely, Absolutely line. I'm gonna lean more towards the Intensely. And I got Stronger With You Intensely on the way, so I can't wait to do a comparison between the two. But this stuff is outrageous. It is fantastic. You want compliments? You want mass compliments? Then look into this. This stuff smells good. It performs great. It's just one that's just a winner. It's just a winner, man. God, it's just a winner, and I can't wait to put this into use from the house of Michael Malloy, London. All right, we have Jet Black Platinum. Platinum. All right, man, so the video kind of ran a little long, but it's cool, man. But I love all of these fragrances, and I really enjoyed smelling them and talking about them. Some of them I haven't smelled since, you know, last fall, last winter, man. So it felt good to smell those and have a conversation about those. So these are the 10 that I'm highly recommending you guys look into before we get to the cold weather, and add these to your collection, man. And honestly, man, these are the only 10 I really need, but y'all know me. I got plenty more that I'm going to be putting to the test as well. All right. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, y'all be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. That's how you become a member of the Smell Good family. Like, comment, and meet me down in the comments, and we can talk about what you love and what I love, and that's fragrances. All right, Smell Good family, y'all be cool, be safe. Once again, take care of yourselves. All right.